members to get compulsory health insurance. Over 2,500 set to participate virtually in Edo Youth Summit. EFCC rearraigns former Nimasa DG for alleged 156.4 million naira fraud. And on business, investors gain 641 billion naira as Nigerian stock market starts week with 3.96% growth.
And in sports, Super Eagles arrive. And in sports, Super Eagles. And in sports, Super Eagles arrived in the city Monday night in Spain Samuel Obabia Stadium for 2021 AFCON qualifiers.
Details of these and more after this break. I am Charles Oporum. In detail, members of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) will now be enrolled into the compulsory National Health Insurance Scheme. This was stated by the Director General of NYSC, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, during a media chat with bureau chiefs, media executives, and correspondents in Abuja on Monday. He assured that the NYSC has intensified liaison with security agencies to ensure the security of corps members wherever they are serving in the country. He said the enrollment was in compliance with the directive of the federal government. In a related development, the National Youth Service Corps has mobilized 66,000 eligible graduates to participate in the 2020 Batch B service year. The prospective corps members and course officials are, however, mandated to undergo the COVID-19 test before admission into the orientation camps set to reopen on Tuesday, 10th of November 2020. The Director General of the scheme, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, disclosed this during a briefing held in preparation for the 2020 Batch B orientation course in compliance with COVID-19 guidelines. The Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, Chico Ihekwazu, at the event appealed to prospective corps members and officials to take personal responsibility, shun complacency as a second wave of the virus is not inevitable but can be prevented. The NCDC boss said the center is prepared to collaborate with the NYSC and ensure that all the prospective corps members and camp officials undergo COVID-19 tests. Head of the local organizing committee for the 2020 Alagodaro Summit, Mrs. Ifonko Alufo-Hai, has assured that the investment summit, which will be held alongside the inauguration of the Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, for a second term in office, will open the state to exciting economic opportunities. Alufo-Hai gave the assurance on Monday while speaking on preparations ahead of the yearly event in its fourth edition. She said the governor will, during the event, unveil his administration's programs and policies to make Edo great again in the next 4 years, adding that the programs will consolidate on the achievements recorded by the administration in the first term. According to her, more local and international investors as well as businesses are coming into the state to take advantage of the business-friendly economic environment which the Obaseki-led administration has created in the past 4 years. The Edo State government has said that over 2,500 youths are expected to participate virtually in the Edo Youth Summit scheduled to hold on Wednesday, November 11th, 2020 as part of events lined up for this year's Alagodaro Investment Summit. The Alagodaro Summit, the fourth in the series, will be held alongside the November 12th inauguration of Governor Godwin Obaseki and his deputy, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, for a second term in office. The event, scheduled to take place between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., will be held with provision for virtual participation in line with government's guidelines to check the spread of coronavirus. Special Advisor to the Governor on Media and Communication Strategy, Chris Osagi, in a statement noted that the program with the theme, Our Youth and the Mega Agenda, will provide an opportunity to evaluate how the policies, programs and initiatives of the Governor Godwin Obaseki-led administration has benefited youths in the first 4 years and identify areas that require improvement. He assured that Governor Obaseki is committed to prioritizing the needs of youths and harnessing their energy and innovativeness in its drive to grow the state's economy and engender sustainable development. Youths in the state were therefore urged to log on to Zoom to register and participate in the virtual summit. The House of Representatives Committee overseeing the Federal Road Safety Commission on Monday denied a report that it has mandated marshals of the commission to start carrying arms in accordance with the law establishing it. Addressing assembly correspondents, Chairman of the committee, Honorable Akinfunmi Mayowa, said there was no time the committee said FRSC officials should or should not bear arms, pointing out that what the committee decided was to set up a committee to liaise with the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and other stakeholders in the possible implementation of the Act establishing the Commission. Honorable Mayowa said the Corps Marshal has complained to them about the harassment of his men on the road, which sometimes ends up with some of them being killed on the road, and sought for collaboration from the House on ways to ensure safety on the road. The lawmaker was, however, evasive on whether his committee will support officials of the FRSC to start carrying arms and whether the provisions of the existing law should be implemented or amended. Coming up in the moment after this break, INEC Commissioner Nahuchi resigns while 5 others retire. Do stay with us, please.
Split seconds. There's a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having a reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We will stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
The Independent National Electoral Commission on Monday confirmed the resignation of a National Commissioner, Abubakar Nahuchi. His resignation came barely a few minutes after the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, handed over to Ahmed Muazu to oversee the affairs of the commission pending the confirmation of his reappointment by the Senate. INEC National Commissioner and Chairman for Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, confirmed the resignation in a statement. Meanwhile, 5 national commissioners also retired during the handover ceremony held at the conference room at INEC headquarters, Abuja. They are Hajia Amina Zakari, Professor Antonia Okosi Simbine, Haji Baba Alfo, Dr. Mohamed Leki, and Prince Adedeji Shoibi. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has accused the federal government of jeopardizing the future of Nigerian youths following its unseriousness in resolving their age-long disagreement. A statement issued after a crucial meeting of ASU Benin Zone at the University of Benin, Benin City, and signed by the zonal coordinator, Professor Fred Isume. The union said the government was playing games with the future of Nigerian youths. The statement explained that in the wake of the EndSARS protest, government representatives appeared to be ready for engagement towards the resolution of the ASU strike, but has held several meetings with the union without any meaningful outcome. While noting that the strike has entered its 8th month, Professor Isume restated that the strike action was called to compel government to honor and implement the February 2019 Memorandum of Action. According to him, this MOA has timelines that government gave, within which it will address the issues in contention. He said the federal government approach has been to renegotiate some of these actionable items, and the union is greatly disturbed on what type of memorandum to call such document that will emanate from this approach of government. Some of the demands of ASU include revitalization fund for public universities, and academic allowances, visitation panel to universities, proliferation of state universities, and issues of governance in them, and the need to conclude the renegotiation of the 2009 federal government ASU agreement. The Lagos State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Moyoshori Onigbanjo San, has urged NSAS campaigners whose bank accounts were frozen by the Central Bank of Nigeria to approach a competent court of law to upturn the Apex Bank's account. Onigbanjo said the Lagos State government had no hand in the recent CBN action, adding that only the federal government could provide answers as to why it took the action against the youths. The Attorney General, who spoke on Monday while featuring on Channels Television's Politics Today program, appealed to the two youth representatives in the Lagos State Panel of Judicial Inquiry probing the alleged shooting of NSAS protesters at the Lekki tollgate to return to the panel so as to enable victims of police brutality and the Lekki shootings get justice. Earlier reports stated that the sitting of the panel was frustrated on Saturday due to the absence of the two youth members of the panel, Oluwarinu Oduwala and Temitope Majekodumi. Elsewhere, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Monday rearraigned a former Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, Haruna Jauro, in a federal high court in Lagos for alleged 156.4 million naira money laundering. The EFCC alleged that the defendant in January 2014 converted money belonging to the agency to his own use. The anti-graft agency said the offences contravened the provisions of sections 15 sub 3 and 18A of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act 2012. The defendant was arraigned alongside Dauda Bawa and Thlumbao Enterprises Limited on 19 counts bordering on money laundering before Justice Chuka Umiozo. They were first arraigned before retired Justice Mojishola Olatoregu on April 12, 2016 on 19 counts bordering on 304.1 million naira money laundering. They had pleaded not guilty to the charges, and the judge had admitted them to bail in the sum of 5 million naira each, with two sureties in like sum. The defendants again pleaded not guilty to the charges before Justice Obiozo on Monday. Delivering his ruling, Justice Obiozo granted defense counsel's bail application and adjourned the case until March 17, 2021 for trial. Coming up in a moment on our business news, investors gain 641 billion naira as Nigerian stock market starts week with 3.96% growth. Stay with us, please.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 600 billion, and the last kobo. Oh yes, we follow the money. It's all about the business and the business of business, the gains and the losses, the bulls and bears, the rise and falls, the risk and the satisfaction of seeing the last kobo rise to millions. On KUFM's Business News, the simple and complex jargons of business just make sense. Get the trending news of the morning market, forecast, investment opportunities, policy changes, and other breakout information on the ever-busy world of business. KU Business News, Monday to Friday on our news dawn, 6:30 to 7 a.m.
Still on the news, done on 92.7 KUFM Benin City, and still on business now. The Nigerian equities market closed on a bullish note on Monday as the all-share index gained 3.96% to close at 32,243.05 points. Analysis of Monday's trading activities showed that the market breadth index was positive with 49 gainers and 11 losers. The NSE's year-to-date returns currently stands at plus 20.12%. While market capitalization settled at 16.8 trillion naira. The most traded stocks by volume were Zenith Bank with 70.2 million units, First Bank of Nigeria Holdings with 67.7 million units, and Access Bank with 58 million units. Elsewhere, the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has opposed a suit seeking to remove the Ajami or Arabic inscriptions on naira notes. It told the Federal High Court it would cost a colossal sum of money to discard the existing notes and print new ones without Ajami. The CBN said Ajami is not a symbol or mark of Islam, but an inscription to aid non-English speakers who are literate in and use Ajami for trade. It made the submission in a counter affidavit to a suit filed by a Lagos-based lawyer, Malcolm Olubobo, before Justice Mohammed Liman. Malcolm had argued that the Arabic inscriptions on the Naira notes portray Nigeria as an Islamic state, contrary to the country's constitutional status of a secular state. He contended that these violate Section 10 and 55 of the Nigerian Constitution, which make the country a secular state. He further prayed the courts to order the CBN to replace the Arabic inscriptions with either English language, which is the country's official language, or any of Nigeria's three main indigenous languages, Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo. But in its counter-affidavit deposed by Abiola Lawal, the CBN argued that the Ajami inscriptions on some of the country's currencies do not connote any religious statements or Arabian alignment. The Apex Bank maintained that, contrary to Omirobo's claim, the Arabic inscriptions were not a threat to Nigeria's secular status. Hearing in the suit comes up on Tuesday before Justice Liman. And finally, in business, the Central Bank of Nigeria said the daily patronage of the standing deposit facility by commercial and merchant banks has dropped to 48.32 billion naira. The Apex Bank's industry report released at the weekend showed that SDF decreased to an average daily amount of 48.32 billion naira in 251 transaction days from 84.27 billion naira in 246 transaction days in the last 1 year. Also, the average daily request for standing lending facility was 81.06 billion naira in 238 transaction days, of which intraday liquidity facility ILF conversion averaged 30.76 billion naira, or 37.94% of average daily requests. The CBN uses SDF and SLF to market industry liquidity and ensure that funds are accessed by banks in dire need of liquidity. The reduction in volume of transactions for the year was due to the change in remunerable SDF from 7.5 billion naira to 2 billion naira per day per participant. And that's it on business. In sports, Super Eagles arrive Benin City Monday nights in Sport Samuel Bemudia Stadium for 2021 AFCON qualifiers. Ebusa Igbeka has more in our sports bulletin this morning.
Good morning. Super Eagles technical officer John Otra alongside some of his technical crew members arrived Benin City Monday evening for the 2021 AFCON qualifier against Sierra Leone. The technical advisor headed straight to the Samuel Bemudia Stadium to inspire the tough in preparation for the crucial qualifier with the Blue Stars. Last weekend, the gaffer rather said he wanted the full house by Tuesday evening, and the preparations for the crucial times will continue from there on. Captain Musa Abibosa and other players have arrived at Abuja, and tonight we expect them to arrive in the city for the crucial time. And from then on, we move over to the CAF Champions League draws that we made last night. Where Nigerian club Imba International will face Rahino FC of Burkina Faso, while Pretty Dapton will battle Simba SC of Tanzania in the first preliminary round of the 2020-2021 Total CAF Champions League. This was reviewed by CAF after the conclusion of the draws on Monday. Rahino FC will welcome Imba in the first leg, while Simba will be guests to Plateau United in their first meeting. The People's Elephant and Rahino met at this stage of the competitions last year, with the Nigerian club triumphing 5-1 on aggregate. The first legs of the first preliminary rounds is scheduled for 27th to 29th November 2020, while the advanced fixtures will run between 4th to 6th December. 10 clubs already have a bye into the second preliminary rounds of the competition. Some of the clubs are Egyptian Giants, Ahly and Zamalek, Wydad Casablanca and Raja Casablanca from Morocco, and Esperance of Tunisia. Imba, the Nigerian club who have won the CAF Champions League. And finally, the League Management Company released the fixtures for the 2020-2021 Nigerian Professional Football League season on Monday, and the opening weekend on December 6th will see 8-time champions Imba International host Abia Warriors at the Abata Shoe Stadium. According to the detailed fixture released by the League Management Company, the new season is expected to end on Sunday, July 4th, 2021. The fixtures also put an end to earlier speculation that the league will be played in an abridged format to make up for lost time and help align with those of their European counterparts. Other opening day fixtures sees four-time champions Kano Pillars play with Wanimawa United in Gombe, while MFMFC will play their opening game of the season against Warri Wolves and Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. CAF Competition Cup campaigners, Rivers United will test their wits against Rangers International in Atlanta Derby, while SC Ifeanyiba might play their opening game at the Aba or the Reformist Samuel Ogbonija Stadium in Benin. Akwa United will face neighbors Dakada FC at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium, while Plateau United will begin their campaign against Kwara United in Bauchi. With only 13 stadiums across the country deemed free to host in the forthcoming season, most teams will be playing away from their traditional games. And that's it for sports. My name is Ewusa. I'm Mikan. I'm back to Jazz.
Thank you very much, Ewusa, for those sports stories. And of course, with those stories, we come to the end of our package this morning. But before we leave, a quick recap of the headlines. Members to get compulsory health insurance. Over 2,500 are set to participate virtually in the Edo Youth Summit. The EFCC rearranged former Nimasa DG for alleged 156.4 million naira fraud. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget, you can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net, or you can download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on radiogarden.com. KUFM News Dawn was produced by Blessing Asekome. I am Charles Oporum saying thanks for listening and good morning.
92.7 KUFM News. Concise, precise, balanced, unbiased.
We are live from Benin City to the world. This is 92.7 KUFM News Dawn.
For dentists, what can be cavities and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use Comfort?
No, dear. Now, home for teeth they cause most toothpaste will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
The Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Junior Black Friday is live. Enjoy amazing deals on Junior Black Friday with daily flash sales. Get the large 55-inch LED Smart TV for just 119,990 naira. The normal price 50 kg rice for just 23,990 naira. On the 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th of November. Be sure to use the voucher code Junior BF to get 15% off. Terms and conditions apply. Junior Black Friday, every Friday in November.
When it comes to watching your favorite comedy videos, are you a giggler, a snorter, a faller, or maybe you are all of the above?
Whether it's comedy, football, Naija movies,
Good morning and welcome to the God Only Devotional. Be blessed as you listen.
Our topic is Revelation of Christ in your prayers, part 2. Our Bible texts are 1 Corinthians 2, verse 12 and 13, Colossians 1, verse 12 and 13, New International Version. I read, Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Ghost teaches, giving joyful thanks to the Father, who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of his holy people in the kingdom of light. For he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son he loves.
Good morning, Alex Idris. My name. I want to encourage you every day to tune into this station and listen to Above Only Devotional. It's designed to bless you and keep you going